Hey guys, here's a little update on the cb750. I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video. I didn't any work on it. Probably 3 months or longer. But yeah, it's kind of show you a little update what's going on right now. Basically, I had to move to the other garage, so I laid everything out neatly, nicely, so I kind of see what I got. Um, but um, but yeah, it's where I'm at. Basically, what happened was I got really sick. I got bronchitis, and then the holidays came around, Christmas and New Year's. But all that's over now, and I can start getting back to work on this bike. So, but yeah, so basically, as of right now, what I'm doing is tomorrow I made an appointment. I'm dropping off the head cylinder to get some machine work done to it. Um, I'm gonna do that. I finally found a guy to do that for me. All the places around where I live, it's all like the V twin Harley. That's all they work on, or they only work on car engines, and that's pretty much it. But I finally found a guy who will take this job for me, so super excited about that. So we'll dropping that off tomorrow. Um, it shouldn't take too long to get that back. But yeah, basically what I'm gonna start doing is start ordering the parts. Um, and start putting the bike somewhat together, just so I can start, putting pieces where I want and, that type of stuff, like putting the wheels back on, start ordering, I want to order a new top triple tree, order the, new clip-on handlebars and, start kind of, basically I'm gonna mock up the bike, once I'm happy with the mock up, then I will, tear it back down, paint it, powder coat it, do all that good stuff, and shoe will be ready. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Basically, that's what I'm doing. It's too cold. I know I wanted to clean the case and paint it maybe before winter hit, but I got too busy. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I'm about to load up the cylinder and the head, and he also wants the valves, and because I want him to check everything, and so I told him to check the valve seats, the valve guides, make sure the valve guides are good. If I not, I'm gonna have to order and replace the valve guides. So, but I don't have a reason why they're shouldn't be replaced. But I mean, if they do, I'll just replace them. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And here's my little son's dirt bike, little TTR50 Yamaha. I got him riding early. He loves this thing. Put a lot of hours on it. Basically, the only thing I got to do with this guy is put a new rear tire because it's getting pretty bald. Oil change, new battery, and clean it up. It's super dirty. Get a good bath. But other than that, this bike's perfect order. My Harley's, you can see, is not here. My Harley is at my dad's house because we keep all of our bikes over there in the winter. My whole family rides. My brothers and my dad and my stepmom. We all ride together. So we just keep all our bikes over there, and he details them for us, and keeps an eye on them. So, but yeah, that's where that is. And you see, I got junk everywhere. Everything for the bike that I've purchased or had or whatnot. Tons of crap, clean supplies, and just boxes and boxes of stuff, and, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna build a little workbench in here. Finally got some room. I got some decent lighting in here. The only thing that is freaking freezing. It's like probably 10 degrees or lower right now, and that's pretty warm for early January in Chicagoland area. So right now, before I drop the cylinder off, I want to take the cam chain guide out, which is this guy right here. I left it in there. Before you do that, obviously take off the old gasket that's on there. Get rid of that guy. Then you got to flip it over. Alright. And then there's a pin right here. I kind of already got it a little started. All I have to do is just pop that pin out. I can do it one hand. Yep, I got it right out. And then just flip it over and it should pop right out. See? Goes right out. And that's out. You see all these little rubber guides right here. That's in the cylinder. I'm going to take these out. There's 4 of them. They just pop right out. So I'll take those out. Just getting it ready for this guy who's going to do all this work. So I'll get that off, and I'll get the gasket off on the bottom. And that should be it. And then the cylinder should be ready. So that's that. Basically, what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm just gonna double check the bearings and the rods right here. I got the plastic gauge right there. I'm just gonna check that real quick. I already checked the crankcase, as you can see. Still on there, and like I said, I'm definitely gonna need new bearings for the crank, but I'm gonna check the rods. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna replace them, but I'm gonna take the bolts. I also found some replacement bolts for the rods, because these are stretch to yield bolts, and once you take them off, you cannot reuse them. Yeah, I guess you can use. I did a bunch of research. You can use some F2 rod bolts. So they still make those. Like I said, I have a little, excuse me, a little notebook right here. Here's all the engine parts that I need to buy to rebuild the engine. All the check marks are the stuff I already have that came with the bike when I purchased it. Here's electrical. Here's the engine parts. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna buy new studs, and basically what I did is I looked up everything and priced everything out. What website, cheapest website, you know, of everything I need to purchase. The studs, $88, 4into1.com. The bearings is the best place to buy the bearings is Partzilla. For the crank, it's $89 for the all the crank bearings, and for the rod bearings, it's $62 for the all the rod bearings. And then the rod bolts. Like I said, they're F2 bolts from BikeBandit.com. It's $4.71 a bolt and $3 a nut, so $37.68 for the bolts and $24 for the nuts. Yeah, so I mean, I got everything else on here, like Honda Bond, intake, exhaust, you know, piston, kits, cam, chain, clutch, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. You know, just so I can see. Excuse me, just so I can see, you know, what's going to cost me, where I need to go, so I can just purchase it and have everything. So I know where to buy them. I know how much it's going to cost. So I know where that for it. But I'm just going to double check the rod bearings. You know, if they're good, I might not replace them. So. I'm pretty sure I'm going to replace them anyway. So I'm going to double check that real quick. I'll give you an update once I'm done with that. Alright, as you see, I took the rod off right there. There's 2 bolts are in the rod and the nuts. I also cleaned the surface with the rag of the surface, so there's no oil residue on there, so you get a good seal and compression with the plastic gauge. So I'm going to put the piece of plastic gauge on there, bolt it up, and see what I got. Alright, as you see, I took the rod back off. Here's the plastic gauge. You see it right there. Compressed right there. See it right there. I already measured it. It's probably about 0.45 or something, and the requirement is 20 to 41 for the green bearing. Here, I'll kind of show you. The green one right there is 0.51. You can see it's a little bigger than that. So, and it's a little smaller than the 0.38 one.
So I was thinking it's probably around 4.5, somewhere around there. So it's just out of the dimensions, just out of the oil clearance. I'm just gonna replace them. Like I said, it's for the rod bearings. It's $62 to replace all of them. There's a total of 10 crank bearings and 8 rod bearings. So yeah. So here's the bearing right here in the bottom. You just pop that out. I'm not gonna pop it out right now until I get the new bearings, and obviously I'll clean everything and do that. But yeah, so I knew I was gonna have to replace them. Like I said, it's about the same as the crank bearings, just off a little bit. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all these rods off. I'm just gonna loosen up all the bolts, take them off, label them, what cylinder they were from. You can tell this one's a little thicker because it's not lubed up. But yeah, I'm gonna take those off, put the top case on, and I'm gonna start cleaning it. And as you can see, I got all the rods off, the crank. I'm gonna label them and bag them and put them away. I'll take them out once I'm gonna reconnect them with the new bearings and new bolts, new nuts.
That's where I'm at, and hope you enjoy these videos. Talk to you later.